Greetings, everyone. This is Skittlecakes, and I'm back with a brand new game series called Orwell. I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with this game, and it's actually pretty fun. And I really wanted to dive deeper into it. Now, as I said, I did play a little bit of it, but I've removed all the profiles that I had associated with it. Sorry about that, I bumped my mic. And the reason why I wanted to kind of come in with a blank slate is that I kind of want to just immerse myself a little more into the actual story, because I didn't really get that involved in reading, but you kind of have to make this game work. Now, if you're not familiar, Orwell is basically like a surveillance state, if you will. It's a nation that is under constant watch. Orwell was named most likely, in fact I'm pretty sure, after George Orwell, the creator of 1984, and a very, very prolific book and film adaptation as well. I do encourage people reading it, especially looking at our world today. It's very interesting as to how similar things are today as they were in Orwell's book, which he wrote back in the late 40s. Anyway, so the first thing we have to do is we have to create our profile for Orwell, which is their surveillance system. So it says, welcome. Thank you for serving the nation. So let's go ahead and create our profile. All right, I'm going to name him Frank Connors. It doesn't matter what to name him, because it's very anonymity based, as is the photograph. So let's go ahead and choose our photo. I'll go with this guy over here. Again, it's just very nondescript, if you will. And this is just if you want information sent to your email. I don't like spam. I don't know what this will spam. And I'm just not going to deal with that, if you will. But you can if you want to. I'm not going to. And then the last thing is, be diligent. Your work has severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of the citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. I agree to these terms. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Logging in. I love the music. It's very just creepy. So this is Freedom Plaza, April 12th, 2017, just before 8 o'clock. So I believe we are looking through the eyes of the camera and just checking out different people. No profiles there. I do like the artistry they chose for this. It kind of reminds me of the film Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks. It's just a really, really cool thing that they did with the opening intro to that movie. Ooh, we found a police record. Interesting. But yeah, I like the stylistic choice they did. But yeah, if you ever see the movie, definitely check. If you haven't seen the movie, go check out. It's Catch Me If You Can. Ooh, boom. Well, that can't be good. Chaos ensues. Episode 1. The clocks were striking 13. And now our missions begin. Symes. You're online. Good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together, we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations will be in order, but as you can see from the footage, there has been an incident, so let's get started. Okay. I have activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Alright, so let's go ahead and click on the reader here and read the headlines. Just waiting for it to load. There we go. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file when you're done. Alright. Alright, so we'll go ahead and read this article. Go ahead and read more. Detonation destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Terrorist ambition suspected as a mysterious letter reaches authorities. Bonton. At approximately 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed, and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirm that several hours earlier, that's a comma, an anonymous letter containing the first of 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei. I think that's how you pronounce that. Sind frei. The thoughts are free, and had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. Okay, so let's go over here. Click on the unknown person. The profiler holds all known information of those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. Alright. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows just before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Now that's the lady that the surveillance system flagged as she was getting on the bus. Okay, so let's go ahead. Go back to here. Cassandra Watergate, July 10th, 2016. Alright. This is her arrest record, it looks like. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload to our servers. Alright. So let's do Cassandra Watergate. Upload completed. Alright, let's guess we could do the photograph too. Yep, that's cool. Alright. What else here? Assault on a police officer. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify the person. Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can be clearly assigned to a target person. Okay. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this information to progress. All right. So she assaulted a police officer. There we go. 1 related document. Good. With the data you have extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Alright? Or accessed. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? No, I think things in life actually do happen for reasons, not coincidence. I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer, and you will see what I mean. Okay, so we got this information here, so we can read the report real quick. She assaulted a police officer. The arresting officer was Lloyd Duncan. The holding facility is Bonton Central Police Department. The report is, suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Okay, that's interesting. Perhaps circumstances, but we'll continue the investigation. All right, so let's go back here. Okay, so we got, is this woman a terrorist? Is this woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago. Remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Cassandra W. Simple protester or anti-governmental terrorist? Well, let's find out. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W., pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. Okay, so the incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration. So we can add this to our profile here. Now it cannot be undone, so you got to make your choices carefully. The exact same location as the assault. Then she turns up right there before the explosion? Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. Let's continue. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. All right. As part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project for the safety bill, or the safety bill. Okay. Protests at the Freedom Plaza turned violent 2 weeks ago. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused. Interesting. Cassandra W., who is an artist by profession, has denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show her their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labeled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other rioters as anti-governmental terrorists. Interesting. Okay, so she is an artist, but yeah, I kind of think that. I mean, I think every piece of information at this point early on is kind of has to be uploaded, just because it is a puzzle and you're trying to figure out every little nuance, and not everything is going to be there, but you still want to gather as much as you can and then kind of sift through it as you go along. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing up memorial pieces one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? That's interesting. That's an interesting way to phrase that. Okay, great. You have found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? Yes, let's shall. You have extracted all the info I already know about, Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. Well, that's obvious. You may disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Alrighty, so let's continue the search. Okay, Cassandra's port. Looks like her, yeah, this is her website. All right, Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Glad you found me. Finally found the courage to quit my my dull day job and focus on my art career. Well, I think that's kind of important information right there. She had a day job. She had a dull day job. So something is with that. Upload completed. All right. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. I agree. All right. Below you will find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through by clicking on the arrows on the left and the right side of the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Braggart much? Leave me a message on my util account, the Cassies 92, and tell me which piece you'd like. Well, that's some information right there. Now, I know it's kind of hand-holding right now, but, you know, sometimes it isn't always obvious. Good, you found a chat handle. This will allow us to overhear any conversation on the account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are accessed. Now, I got to admit, this is creepy. When you really think about, is this actually happening in the real world? Well, it could be. All right, let's continue reading. I'm going to make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now, off you go and have fun. Tags, professional painting pro art various. Okay. So it's kind of a WordPressy type of website. So let's kind of continue down here. Let's see. My beloved furball Kikiko. I guess Kikiko? Maybe. Definitely want the only family I need. Cat lady much? Cassandra's Art Gallery. Okay, yep. That beaut is me. I was never sure about the title, though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. Or Victim of Traditionalism. In pink. What do you think? It's very Warhol, if you will. Let's take the Forgotten Daughter business information, because that's going to be important, I'm sure. Yep. All right. Let's continue on. A Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well. Excuse me. I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. Smiley face. Interesting. I may come back to that because I don't think that's really that important. At least not yet. Okay, well. I'm going to pull this one too. I mean, let me look at this real quick here. See, this is where you can disable it if you don't want to put this in there, but I'm kind of wanting to do all this stuff right now. Is it going to take out anything? No. So you're under the impression that our wonderful Miss Watergate is really living in the Wonderland. No. Somehow I doubt it. Call it intuition. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, so that was kind of stupid. Okay. All right. Got to be more careful. All right. That was a mistake. I will have to remove that if I find an actual address. I kind of thought that was a problem, but, you know. Okay, well, let's add this in a relationship. Yeah, because it does say in a relationship. There we go. That lights up that. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So let's go back here to our thing. Actually, let's go up here. Yeah, let's go up here to listener and listen to the chat. Unknown person. Hey, you. Hey, Jossie. Okay, so we have a nickname. Unknown person. Say, I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. Okay, so she's a thief. Even though, you know, I'm in the middle of blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm in the middle of buying all of that Bonton, that platinum card left off you guys. So I'm gonna put this in there because it's theft. So we'll do that. So the credit card from an unknown person. If you're able to find out who she was talking about, we could lock it out, or we could lock it out for the owner. Okay, fair enough. All right, so you can't stop me now. Okay. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Wine? What is Joseph E. Langley, my fearless attorney? Oh, wow. So she ripped off her attorney. That's interesting. She stole the credit card. Really? Well, we should be able to track that credit card, of this Langley down and lock it for him. All right. Done. No, really. No need to thank me, Mr. Lang. Nice. Okay, you now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Okay. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and only can be extracted for the relevant profiles. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see here. Scroll back up a little bit here. Okay. What does Jeffrey Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around badass, have in mind for this crime? Prob's just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Actually, yes. That is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. Guess I better pick up a crap ton of wine. You'll just have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of the... I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma. Okay, interesting. Daughter of Big Pharma entrepreneurs. Wouldn't that interesting? Okay. Watergate, Big Pharma. Does that ring a bell? Or that does ring a bell. Okay, so we'll have to go back and look at that stuff. Let's see. Ugh. All right, let's see. Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe how do you go next time? Text you later. Hugs and kisses. Bye. All right, so let's go back up to the reader. The products of the Watergate. Okay. So, we have some products here. Let's take a look at the products first. Okay. Oh, it's already highlighted. Okay, so we got the Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches the lives of our industry-leading range of products, or with our industry-leading projects. Man, I can just read, can't I? Making an important contribution to your well-being. Yeah, isn't that what they all say? Below, you will find a small selection from our most popular products. Hextally, or Extali, whatever. Cough drops that fight against irritation of the throat based on natural herbs. Compensum. Compensum. Yeah, I'm going to compensum. Activating pills against migraines and strong headaches. Fukusin. Medication that increases concentration and cerebral performance. I could probably use some of that in real life. Let's see. This is for rural active medication for the alleviation of arthritic joint pain. Metharin, antidepressant that to help stabilize your emotions. I think there's another drug out there called Prozac that does that. And then Spiron, all-around painkiller that dissolves in water. Ziamrolin Night, soothing pills for a good night's rest against that occasional nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stomach, and fever, so you can provide some medicine and not give you insomnia. Yes, I totally did that. Anyway, let's go back. Oh, no, let's go to products. Let's go back to the website itself. Okay, there we go. Can I not click on their website again? Okay, well, hold on. We'll go to this one real quick. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Okay. Investigation into the malicious injury. Orwell informs me you just encountered a conflicted data. Okay, yeah. Yes, I did. Whenever data chunks or two data chunks are at odds with each other, those will be shown in conflict. Okay, so those are going to be the yellow ones. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, others will become invalid. Okay. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed, though this one is your decision. Once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse your choice. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Okay. let's continue. The case that has been at the center of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to a lack of evidence. Interesting. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley. Now, here's the thing. This is a conflict of interest. She's in a relationship with this guy, and it's her lawyer. Interesting. Welcome this outcome. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty. At no point at all. The revered defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on the hearing the result of the lawsuit. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome of the... Okay, see, there's your thing right there. Because she comes from wealth, it is possible that they may have done some shenanigans behind the scenes. The victim, a father of 2 young sons, was rushed into the hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he is still in an induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. Okay, so it looks like I have to kind of select which one would kind of be the thing, because one is if I do the wealthy family accused might have influenced, that may point to immediate guilt, whereas it is possible that she was acquitted. But then if you look here, the case might be reopened if new evidence has been discovered. So this to me says the wealthy family may have played a role in this. I mean, because, if you think about that in real life, there's a great line from a TV show, and it goes, "It's amazing what lawyers can do when you pay them enough." So, I mean, how much shenanigans was done with their family, too. So I'm going to go with this one and see what we get here. All right. Oh, now this is a severe accusation. Yes, I know it is. Based on this, we could take actions against her parents if we had their names. Oh, I think we do. Let's go back here. Let's see. Watergate Pharma. How do I go back to the Watergate Pharma? Let's see. Products. Okay, here we go. Company. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine, and at the same time is the largest medication exporter to all areas of the world. That's a very, very large company. The business Watergate Pharmaceuticals, Inc. has been in the hands of the Watergate family, owning and managing the firm ever since the foundation in 1931. Bruno Watergate, Chief Executive Officer. The CEO of Watergate Pharmaceuticals, Inc. is Bruno Watergate, grandson of our founder, Edgar Watergate. Apart from working in the family business, Mr. Watergate is also the founder of the Central Pharmacy Congress, and the head of the charity foundation Children of Parges. Dr. Alice Watergate, head of research and development. Dr. Alice Watergate, co-partner of the firm with her husband, Bruno, holds a PhD in biology and chemistry. She leads the research and development laboratories here at Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Okay, that's good to know. And there's Cassandra. Gone from blonde to blue. Who would have thunk? Cassandra Watergate, Junior Chief Operating Officer. Carrying the family tradition to the next generation, Alice's and Bruno's daughter Cassandra will soon be joining the executive ranks. Her business acumen and unique flair will write the next chapter of our 85 strong legacy. Interesting. So how did she go from, obviously family got her into that position. I don't think she worked her way through college for that. And that's just my assumption. But she is the daughter, and she's now kind of turned. So what tripped this up, I have to wonder. So here's some profile. Let's look at the profile here. Alice Watergate is the mom. Bruno Watergate's the dad. Okay, related profiles updates. Okay, updates all of this. Wow. Wow, this really, okay, so this really creates a nice little nest. All right, let's go ahead and upload that. So we got a lot of information now. Ah, now I see. Keep it in the family. Keep it a family affair. Now we know her parents. We can begin investigating the corruption allegations. Good work. All right.